Good morning, and how is everyone doing? Guten Morgen, everyone. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Um, are you wearing green? Because I definitely got the green nails going. So I will not be bitten or pinched. All right. So y'all got to get your green. You got to get your green clothes on, get your green nails. You got to do something, y'all. Okay. Anyways, I'm just playing. But today is St. Patrick's Day. I want to talk about previous readings. We did Sebastian Rogers yesterday. So intense, you guys. There is a reason Sebastian came to me. All right. I don't feel good about it. All right. I'm just gonna be honest. I really don't. And when I got into the reading, I definitely don't. But I do feel very strongly that the parents have something to do with his demise. All right. Whatever happened to him that night, and he lets me know, okay, this was at night. This went down at night. I feel there was some type of blowout in that home. All right. Things got heated. Things got said. Words exchanged. Emotions running very, very high. All right. And it's unfortunate you hear these stories more than you think. And what I'm at a crossroad with is the mother and the father, because what I feel like is they're both in on it. They're both in on the cover up. They're both in on what happened to him, because I feel like things had been happening that led up to this, okay? That mother by no means is innocent. Neither is the stepfather. And they both are in on Sebastian's demise, because this is something I feel like it's kind of like a level of stairs. It built and built and built. It is something that could have been prevented. But it's like a case of stairs, you know. It just built and built and built and built itself until there was like a blowout or explosion. And this is a pattern I feel happens in a lot of homes. I would even say with kids with disabilities who require a little more attention, who require a little more love and care. And I feel this was Sebastian Rogers. And I'm so sorry, sweetheart. Now, I've also listened to a couple readings about it. It's very interesting. Some say, okay, you know, the mother did it. Some say, okay, the father did it. I just feel both parents are guilty in this situation for one reason or another. I get very strong vibes again from the stepfather. Very eerie, strong vibes. And I did instantly in the reading. I don't feel Sebastian cared for him at all. And I feel that Sebastian would voice this to the mother. These were things that were ignored that went on in the home over and over again. I also got the essay cards, okay? Now, I never like to point fingers unless I have those things confirmed. Y'all know that. But when they come out, y'all. And it's for a reason. Now, I'm going to give Sebastian time to confirm that 100% for me, okay? Now, in the Madeline Soto case, you know, it came out instantly. I'm drinking my tea, y'all. It came out instantly. In Jocelyn Smith, it came out instantly. In this reading, it didn't take long either. I went into a story that I'll briefly finish because we don't have all morning. about the time that my son was almost picked up, right? Or could have been kidnapped, seriously. What I'm trying to get across is this happens to boys too. Boys are just as hurt as girls. We know that. We've seen the Wayne Williams case. We've looked into the Atlanta child murders. We know boys are not exempt, okay? Most of the time when we have girls, the first thing we think is, oh, we're really going to have to protect the girl or girls. We're really going to have to go strong for the girls. Let me tell you something. Both should be equally protected, but do not think that boys are safe because they're boys, because that's nonsense, okay? That was proven to me several times. I cannot tell you how many times I've had to be mama bear, psycho mama bear, to protect my children. Now, again, the story goes that my son was walking home from school. I think he was about 10 or 11. And I wanted him to kind of have his independence. You know, we didn't really live in a bad neighborhood. It wasn't that 100% great, but it wasn't terrible. And he always had a buddy that he walked with. So, you know, we're just right here from the bus stop. I thought nothing of it. Okay, he walks with his buddy. Blase, blase. So he comes in, and I'm glad we have this type of communication. And he's like, Mom, you know, some guy literally just tried to pick me up on my way back to the house. And I asked him all these questions. Does he recognize the guy? Can he show me possibly where he lives? Do you know? I asked him so many questions. Well, he told me how the guy tried to get him in the car. Showed me, luckily, where the guy lived, which was actually in our neighborhood. I get on my slippers because I wasn't feeling good that day. I still had on my little nightie and my robe. Got up. Instantly went to the person's house and let him know what type of day we're dealing with, because we don't play, all right, about our children. And I won't go into how I let him know, but I'm sure he got the idea. And never messed with my son since, because I feel like he knew I was dead serious about mine, okay? What did end up happening was, and again, this is brief because I'm not telling too much, you know what I mean? So what ends up happening is he tries to pick up my son's friend as well. I instantly call the police. I waste no time. Instant, y'all. About my son and him. Now, these happen at different times, so I called the police the time that it happened to my son. Instant. I called the police the same time it happened to his friend. Instant. They were wondering why the mother of the other boy did not call the police and did not get involved like that. And I'm going to tell you, it's because I don't play about mine, okay? At all. But people, these things happen with boys too. And like the officer told me, at least your son was smart enough, because as I told you, I taught and trained my kids since they were little about strangers and odd things going on in the world, okay? And when I say I taught them, because you know I do these cases, you know the things I see, you know my gift, so it's not a play joke, all right? We have to start being that active in our communities and about our children, because the children in our communities are our children. That's what I'm trying to explain. But especially about the ones we have given birth to and put into this world, we should be extra protected, because those are our babies. Those are our grandbabies and things like that. So, yeah, y'all, when I say again, I need a Purple Heart in the neighborhood. I have saved so many children. It's not even funny. Now me, about mine, again, y'all know, it's getting better. Can y'all hear it? My voice is getting so much better. I physically go to where the man's at because that's how I don't play. Alright? And I let him know that if there's one hair missing off my son's head, if it's messed with in any kind of way, okay, there will definitely be repercussions and punishments for that because that's my son. All right. I don't know how other parents, sometimes I feel like, because the officer was right, why didn't that other mother step up like you did? I don't know. I don't know her like that, all right? But I know I did. I stepped up for both of them. The other boy wasn't even my son. But because he was connected to my son and they were friends, he was like a son, And I said, don't worry, I got your back. Don't worry. Well, the guy knew, or he figured out that he learned that day that those two boys were not to be messed with because there was going to be problems. All right. So, luckily, that situation eventually disappeared. He did try to scare us. He did try to taunt us. Had his little ways. He wasn't scaring nobody, though. And I had to let him know that. But he moved on. Now, about a couple weeks, month later, something like that, the officer revisits my home because he knows I'm not playing, all right? And he tells me that, basically he's asking me a whole bunch of questions, and I'm like, what's going on? So he hints to me and kind of tells me that, because they can't tell you everything, that the guy has hurt some child. Even though we had previously been calling, even though we previously had made reports, even though I previously went up to the man's location and let him know what day we were dealing with, all right? He still had an opportunity and access to hurt someone else's child, Joe. Again, boys or not, we have to protect our children, boys and girls, okay? Now, one should not be more lenient than the other. And yes, we have that old time way of thinking like, oh, girls, we really got to keep them safe. It's the boys too. All right. Again, I have to confirm about Sebastian Rogers as far as that's concerned. But I can tell you one thing I know 100% is there was physical abuse, verbal abuse, mental abuse, bullying. That stepfather was bullying him, things of that nature, okay? But we do need to confirm essay before we ever pinpoint stuff like that. So I will be confirming that in one of the updates. I'm not going to do another video. I do feel like we may need to be looking for Sebastian, if you know what I mean. I think he's trying to tell me that he's somewhere in water or somewhere around a body of water. There's water significant. I don't know why it keeps coming up in the reading. So either he's somewhere around a body of water or he's submerged in water. But I did get cards indicating that it's not looking very well. As time is ticking, it's definitely not looking good. And yeah, I wasn't getting good cards with that, y'all. And I do feel either he's already transitioning or he has been doing that, because he did come to me in spirit. So either he's very close or he's already in the process, is what I'm trying to tell you. because wherever he's at, he's very hurt. He was telling me he had been hurt in the home, and also he was hurt wherever they took him. So, besides that, because both of those stories are very depressing, it is St. Patty's, y'all. We need to get into the update of Jocelyn Smith and Madeline Soto. I'm taking a little mental break. I'm moving at my own pace. Nobody's going to tell me when to read or when to move. I have to preserve my energy and my mental and physical health as well. But we're going to do a little fun thing this morning. So, as you know, it's St. Patty's, y'all. We're going to see about leprechauns. Alright. It's going to be kind of quick because I want to know about leprechauns. My cards can read anything. Alright. So, you know, they do kill for their gold, for their riches. They don't play about their riches, y'all. Okay? They will take you out. Okay? Always looking to make more money, more gold. They love to come up. Get a very egotistical energy. You know? They hide secrets, y'all. They hide their little pots of gold and money. People are in fear about the story about leprechauns. They kind of scare me too. Lots of hidden secrets about leprechauns, y'all. I think they keep things hidden. Conspiracy theories. Y'all know they got little stories about leprechauns. Now, I did get some in a previous reading, which is crazy, that if you look at a leprechaun, it will kill you if you stare at them too long. Isn't that interesting? But anyways, this is the end result if you think you're going to play with a leprechaun. Plenty of stories about, you know, probably in Ireland about leprechauns. They are definitely thieves. They are into corruption. That's what they got to do for their paper. That's why they got so much of it. Greed. Maybe leprechauns should run for president. Okay. Huh. Very interesting. Oh, okay. So they get people to trust them is what I get. And then they end up, you know, stealing from them. So they're big thieves. You know? Watching people like the police, they study people, they observe people, they learn people, and then they end up hurting you. Just keep your strong faith around you to protect you from leprechauns. Because these are leprechauns, y'all. Bad people. Bad little people. Oh, I hear they like to wear a lot of gold so they're flashy, you know? That's so strange. Like the little boots. And then they walk around those big old chains and things. So that is so crazy. You can tell I haven't had enough sleep, huh? Okay, I told y'all they will betray you for your money and things. I told y'all that. A lot of people used to have stories and talk about leprechauns. And people even travel to see if they exist, you know? The people that have been wronged by leprechauns want their blind justice. Okay, is this a folk tale or is this real? Y'all tell me. They are crazy and little. Liars. Do they even seduce people, y'all? They got them little powers. Very interesting. Has anyone ever been with a leprechaun? And they love to be in control. I told y'all they watch people, observe people. They like politics, one-upping people, you know. Wait till they're alone and be like, hey, my name is so-and-so. You know how they got that little funny voice. But they try to be people's friends, y'all. Then they imprison them. And you try to get away. But the leprechaun gets the victory because they got them little powers. They can do certain things, you know. And they're strange from other worlds. Definitely liars, y'all. And they're all about their money. Y'all know that. They don't play about it. They will go to war. And I told you they have the ability to kind of reel you in. It's like a hypnosis type of thing, you know? Look, yes, that is the story. Okay. And there's even news stories about leprechauns. We need to check out the updated version. Very strange, odd creatures, you know. People listen to folk tales about leprechauns. Okay. But they love to trap you. So it's a story where they trap you. Hold you prisoner. Put you under their spell. And they try to come up off of people. This story goes way back, y'all. Way back. They're predators and they're dark. They come from dark worlds. Evil. But people love stories about leprechauns, okay? Especially about today. They celebrate it. They get into it. They're different. Their makeup is different. Maybe they have another leprechaun helping them. People like to look into stories about leprechauns or try to find them or see if the tales are real. Okay? Oh, that was fun. That was fun about leprechauns. Okay. Thought I'd do a little something cute. The cards can be cute too. Believe it or not, we've read tornadoes. We've read spiders. We've read elephants. Oh my goodness, these cards have heard the craziest of the craziest. Doesn't surprise me in this household. Okay. So we'll get our positive cards out too. Let's see what positivity has to say for today. Challenges, make a decision, work on inner healing. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I need some self-care time. I need to work on self-healing. I haven't had the time I thought I would have. Thinking I was just going to be somewhere happy and content that I'm getting some time to myself. But no, I got a million things to do. So let's try telepathy cards. What's a positive message for today? Emotion. Look into the depths of your emotions. Okay? Look deep within. See why you're feeling the way you're feeling. If you need to go cry, go cry. If you need to kick something, go kick something. You know, get those emotions out in a positive way. And yes, if you do need to go kick something, I mean, that could be positive. I don't know. Let's just make sure it's something like a brick wall or, I don't know, something that won't be hurt. Okay, our mindful messages. Let's do it. All right. Personal journey. I follow what feels right within me without needing validation from others. We are each on our own journey. This is so true. And mine does not need to look like anyone else's. Let's highlight that, y'all. My enjoyment and satisfaction is validation enough. Right. I don't have to prove nothing to anybody. This is my life and journey, and you have yours. And we all should keep it separate and not try to live through other people or live their journey. We got our own journey to worry about, okay? Now, with that said, is there anything else that I have forgotten? Oh, I don't know. I want to see some things coming through here. Ooh, we got some parents that need to come to the forefront. Yes, we do. Madeline Soto, Jocelyn Smith, Audrey Cunningham, Sebastian Rogers. We need your parents to come on because they're not innocent, not by a long shot. It's so sad because you really have families out here that are like, I'm missing my child. They really don't know what in the world happened. And then you got these parents who know darn well what happened. And up here playing games for the camera. We're not convinced though at Crime TV. You know, we go into the truth and nothing but the truth. And I think a lot of viewers are not ready for my kind of truth because I'm blunt and to the point. I don't have time to play. We don't have time to play. All of our clocks are ticking. We just don't have it. We want the truth. We want to live in truth because truth is positive. Truth is enlightening. Truth is something that elevates you. Okay? Lies are very low vibrational. We're not trying to live in low vibrations. We're not trying to die in low vibrations. So here we want the truth. So these families need to come on because we know good and well they are guilty of sin. Okay. Now with Audrey, I'm not saying they did nothing to her, but you know what? I just don't feel they're totally innocent either. Something is really weird, and just the fact you left her with someone like that makes you not innocent. The fact that Jocelyn's mom left her with someone like that, you're not innocent. But there are parents out there that are like, look, I was in there washing dishes. Next thing I know, I don't know where my child is. And every parent's had that, oops, if you think back, something could have happened. But blessed be, didn't happen. Okay? Or we've turned our head for a minute, or we've answered the phone, or whatever. That's how fast these things happen. But there are parents out there that are like, look, I'm really looking for my child, and I am not at fault in this situation. But I'm telling you, every reading I'm doing now, it seems like these parents are at fault in one way or another. All right. Sebastian, I did get your story out. They are listening. And we are looking at your parents. I think he just wanted people to know the truth because I know these parents are lying. And he just wanted his story and truth out there as well. And that's what these spirits do. They come in and say, okay, you've done so-and-so. Can you help me? You know, once they've crossed over. I don't know if they all talk to each other. I don't know. But somehow they come in and they realize that you have helped someone else. And they want help as well. So I don't know if they're all in communication. It'd be kind of a crazy thing, wouldn't it? But then again, we are talking about two different worlds, so it is possible. With that said, this is the update for today. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. Drink responsibly, even if it is green. And as you know, please like, share, subscribe, comment. My donation links are up. Love you guys. Thank you for stopping by. Enjoy your day. Have a wonderful day. All right.